Hello everyone and welcome back to our reading of Ancient Mysteries. Today's chapter, The Statues of Easter Island. Almost 2,000 kilometers from the nearest land, Easter Island covers 120 square kilometers and is the site of one of the world's greatest mysteries. On the slopes of the island stand dozens of strange statues. All the figures are alike. Their deep eye sockets have no eyes. Their earlobes are long and their chins pointed. The statues stand silently, gazing across the bare landscape. Nobody knows who built these dramatic statues or why. Recent scientific research, however, has brought some facts to light. It is now known that the stone figures, of which there are about 1,000, were carved inside the crater of Rono Waraku, an extinct volcano on the island. Scattered around this quarry are many unfinished statues. Some are nearly completed, others barely started. Beside the stone figures lie many stone working tools. It is as if the workmen put down their tools one evening and never returned. Mystery surrounds the method by which the islanders transported the statues and set them up. Some of the stone figures lie 16 kilometers from the quarry. Dragging a weight of up to 30 tons across the broken countryside of Easter Island would have been a tremendous task. Nobody is sure how the feat was managed, without heavy ropes or large wooden rollers. Setting the stone men upright on their bases would have been even more difficult. Recent archaeologists have tried to move the statues with tools used by the islanders. A few years ago, one small statue was shifted a few yards. The figure was then levered upright in small stages by means of two long poles. Small stones were placed underneath the statue after each lift to keep it from tumbling back down. This demonstration was carried out without strong ropes, which would not have been available to the original builders. The experiment failed to show how the largest statues were moved. Even greater mystery surrounds the identity of the people who erected the statues. It is thought that the first people arrived on Easter Island about 400 AD. Some 600 years later, the first of the large statues was carved and erected. Work ceased about the time of the first European contact with the island. According to the stories of the islanders, the statues were erected by a people called Long Ears. The Long Ears were the nobles of the island. They made their ears grow long by hanging heavy weights in them. The bulk of the population of the island were short ears. The Long Ears forced the short ears to work at building the statues. The islanders say that eventually the short ears rebelled. In a frightful civil war, the long ears were killed. The short ears built no new statues and ignored those already existing. Modern research has shown that the short ears who survive are Polynesians, similar to the inhabitants of other Pacific islands. However, the culture of the vanished Long Ears seems more similar to that of tribes in South America. It has been suggested that the Long Ears were a people driven into exile from South America. Others think that the Long Ears were Polynesians who developed their own culture without contact with South America. Unfortunately, nobody is sure which of these ideas is correct. It is likely that we will never know, but one fact is certain. The statues will continue to stare out across Easter Island for many thousands of years to come. So, what were the long ears? South Americans in exile, or Polynesians just like the short ears? A wonderful question. Anyway, that's all for today. Next time we're off to the Nazcan Plain. See ya!